hybrid cloud or multi-cloud. I kind of let's talk about maybe three paths that involve hybrid cloud or multi-cloud. How about I call these like two truths and a lie? How about that? Have a little fun with it, right? So the first one is, you're really transitioning to a public cloud. And in the process, you're rationalizing your on-prem workloads, right? Mm-hmm. Some of those might be sensitive, some of those might be mainframes, right? So you end up with, a predominant cloud provider as well as your on-prem workloads. So that's what I would really say, look, the meat and potatoes, in terms of one of the main paths to get there, right? The second one is, you've mastered a single public cloud, right? You've mastered it. And now you're starting to look at other cloud providers for very specific workload environments, right? Sort of horses for courses, right? Best of breed. So again, you've gotten really good. You might still have some on-prem, applications based on, again, sensitivity or something very specific that you couldn't migrate. So then you have a predominant cloud provider. And now you're going into multi-cloud really for specific, ideally customer-facing use cases, right? So again, two truths and a lie. Those sound like two truths. The third really approach is where orgs are really using multi-cloud hybrid environments for things like, I'm going to try to avoid vendor lock-in. So I'm just going to sort of dilute all of my workloads across these cloud providers, right? A lot of them just don't have, a particular strategy. So it ends up very federated cloud sprawl, a little bit of the Wild West, almost like that shadow IT with shadow clouds, right? And then you have a lot of organizations that, have technologists that are really kind of chasing that bright and shiny object. Oh, this cloud provider announced this, so let me go ahead and spin up this cloud provider launched this, right? And really where what happens there is it becomes a science project with really no connection to customer value. So there are a lot of different paths to get there. Not all of them are going to really provide the value that you're looking for, right? So I think you probably you're able to pick out which one was the lie and which are the two truths there, right?
Right. Yeah, and probably the people are a little bit more ashamed to talk about the third one.
Well, I think I think they rationalize it, to be honest with you, Pat. I think they almost back into the reasons and try to justify that. Because there's a lot of money being spent on infrastructure and cloud. And so, sometimes it's like, they're more than happy to share with you this amazing gizmo that they built. And when you start sort of double clicking on that, you realize it's a monstrosity underneath it, but it helps to at least rationalize some of the existence of those platform teams that are doing that.